Hello, welcome back to another video. So I'm going to continue working on the little editor that I've got. Gosh, where's my keyboard? Yeah, um, a little editor I have where currently we can get something moving about, and I don't know what to do from here. So I thought I would come to see what I could do next. So I guess what could be good is I mean it kind of gives us the chance to add something now which will probably be needed later. Yeah, I feel it probably will. So the thing I want to do is in our game state, which gosh. So I think there is actually a thing. So this is like hot reloadable. So we search for our man there and change it to an exclamation mark. Down the bottom, it will change to an exclamation mark and kind of reset to where the defaults are. So I guess it will actually work. So yeah, I guess when we change the state, we probably also need to update the refresh state. Actually, no. Yeah. Yeah, you probably would just update the refresh state. So that is good. I am worrying about nothing. So let's get back to the state. So what I want to do is put in basically a state machine, I believe the cool kids call it. And it's probably useful in terms of you can have like different stages of your editor or different states that the editor is in. Like the editor could be in the state that it is just started up and it might need to tell you some instructions or like show a hint or something. I don't know. No, I don't want to show hints. Though like hints are useful, but I think you should show hints when the hints are like needed. Like when you open up a new thing, maybe it might give you a hint then. But yeah, it's hard to know. It might just at the start we could just say the keys are this. And I think another useful state would be to like pause the machine. I guess at the moment it isn't actually doing anything on the update. Yeah, the update is actually doing nothing. And I guess it would be useful to have a like pause function, I guess, at some point. But yeah, I guess what I could do is I kind of want to chuck a map around what it is. And I guess this is a kind of bootstrapped off this room file, which I had been kind of working on, which is a very rudimentary way of kind of showing the map. That's like the first scene of the level Midnight in this game. Spiderman, the Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's the Amazing Spider-Man, but I could be wrong. It lags too much when I play on this because this monitor is using display link, and like there's just a bug in the new version, which well, like new version compared of like X and like EVDI and like display link, lots of things, Linux problems, you know. Um, but the gist is that if I have any like high intensive windows on this monitor versus my laptop, which is what you see the side of my face from most of the time. And yeah, just lags, which means like playing a game would just lag too much. Like, and I think yeah, I don't have sound, which is good. Like this is it loading up. Yeah, I can start. Like it's not snappy, though I am recording raw video of a reasonable size, as well as doing audio processing and stuff. But yeah, this is the game, and it seems like it's not lagging. I don't know. Maybe like just coming back a different day is all you need to do. And so Spidey can do like a bunch of things. And I have a test room, and yes, I am just standing on nothing. E. And over here, I'll slide on nothing. So that is because of this editor that I had been working on. Stop playing games. This one is not about playing the game, but in the I kind of want to have a smaller PS1, or just have a. I don't know that. Oh, I already had something open. Yeah, maybe I'll just do this and have a resize down to about there, just so we can kind of still see that. And this game should still work. It's not letting me go up. Oh, I think. Interesting. Right. So, interesting. I thought I had checks in place to stop you going off the edge of the screen, but I can't go up to the top, and I don't know. There may be some things. There's a snake in my computer. Anyway, getting sidetracked. What I was talking about was in this kind of rudimentary editor I had. I can kind of change what the tiles are, and so that's what that is, and that's why it kind of showed stuff. There's interesting things in the unknown too, in the leftover data. I will be working on figuring out that, and that's through like decompilation using G-Hydra, but that is not this video. For now, I kind of want to get these tiles in this editor down here, and kind of then you can start applying some physics to it. And I might just start making up the physics to start with, but it would be good to maybe replicate the actual physics from the game, so that way we can potentially like edit levels live and then kind of test them out before kind of making a release, if a release were to happen. So, what some ASMR for you of some slurping a drink. What are some things I can do? Like getting a room and getting the tiles, and I can get the tiles kind of in that format. And I wonder if that is not the right things. I wonder if the tiles are stored in a nice kind of one. It's 1D array, but it's actually a 2D array. But yeah, I can just kind of get a bunch of rooms, which I believe, like you get some data. Yeah, that's probably good. And so a room file just has a bunch of rooms, so they'll be good. Hmm. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Eventually, this struct will probably kind of merge with this struct, and the rest will kind of be decompressed. It kind of looks like another type of compression thing. But yeah. So I guess what do I need to do? I need to like read a room or like read just a I need to get all the rooms. Yeah, so read file, is that what I want to do? Um where do we dump room? So we dump room there, and that's after getting file, I guess. So we need to get well, we can use this function. I thought I pushed the other way, but that's all right. Where does file like kind of get? So read file is what you need to do, and you just need to give it a file pointer. Easy. So I can probably like wrap this around. Yeah, and like kind of default to like rooms dot thing maybe. Um, patch instruction. I don't know. That's just what I was doing. So I think I want to like have that room file given out to me without having to care about that. So I think I just want to. Would I just get? Yeah, I think just a pointer to a room file, but like a room file is like something we could just have on the heap, so we could kind of continue with this sort of thing. And so maybe I'll do like a bull read rooms, and it doesn't take anything. So it will get a FP equals this thing, and we will probably do a uh, thing. So it's not closed easily, but we need to make sure that we close it and return true at the end. And this defer return, I guess, because this is the only time that we're doing it. No, we do need to kind of pass in a. Is it a room? Huh, that's interesting. So like, if I go, I'm an I, and I actually want to append. I suppose like append an I. Yeah, so they do different things. Um, but if I go like escape then A straight away, it hasn't had time. Oh no, it's like pushed me back. Like interesting. Um, I need to reread the help on like like where things go maybe. Room file. And this will be just pointed to a file, something like that. So this will no longer be a pointer, and that just means that we need to do that. So I guess this room.c might need a room.h now, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, I could turn this whole room.c into a header-only library, which I potentially will after I get rid of the main stuff. The main stuff does like a lot of weird things, and yeah, I think for now, header is what I need. Or really, what I can do is in editor.c. There's a thing there. We can kind of just say this thing exists, and also can I do this? I don't know. Oh, I can do something like the room. Oh, wow. I can do something like this. It's a bit cursed, but then in room.c, I would room file. Mm, we'll see if that like kind of likes it. It doesn't really like it. File name is undeclared. That's because it's always just going to be rooms.spl. That's just what it is. Sure. Maybe we should do this. Have like a weird. I'm using snake case and the other file, I think, and then like not snake case here. I don't know. Like when I bundle this up over time, it will become consistent, I guess. Do I still do that? I don't think I do, but I think there's a little shortcut to get that. Right, so yeah, we're not doing that. So if this doesn't happen, we can actually just say like rect equals this, and then just return that rect. And in this case is the only case where it could fail, but then we don't have to close it. But then we do close it up because you need to make sure that you close up things. Gosh, that just compiles. So I guess does that mean in the editor can we start kind of getting some things in? So I want to just read the rooms at some point. So I guess probably want to do that in refresh state. It's interesting. I kind of want because you can't like kind of keep the memory around. So in the rooms file, I might not even need the rooms like to create the actual rooms file on the heap. But in maybe we'll just assert this. And actually, that the room stuff. Cool. So That's all right. So can we? I like that. A good compiler node would like have a here is your um definition of things, but here we can go root file rooms. This can actually just be like I don't know. This is like oh no, I guess it is instruments. Yeah, so it's got an incomplete type. So this means that I can't do the this kind of curseness after all, and I do in fact have to include a room.h and edit room .c and get like all the like depth stuff. More yeah, cool. And so then maybe in this window instead of having in this window we can edit room.h and we should probably add some like header guards if not def room h we will define room h and then this will be ending room h and put that all in there. Thanks. So we get that there. What was this? Did I miss one? Decompress room. Yeah, I want that in here, especially because it like needs it. So I guess we need to include room.h. Yeah, it's interesting because we have like a IO implementation, and I guess we're declaring a new type of array again. We've already declared an array, which I don't know. It was like in editor.c, leave. Did we not make an array? I think a different project, which is all right. Yeah, different project. Cool. So in this, I don't know where I went. Take me back to where I was. No. Yes, this is good. What are some functions that I want to do? I probably want this free room. Yes, I do want the free room. Well, I really just want free room file, and that will do the deed. So this the header is kind of weird. Do we actually use header? Oh yeah, I suppose like the header is like just kind of showing that, and we do have to read the header as part of it. But I don't really need it to be public, I guess. And what other functions do we need? Free room file. So, like, potentially we'll just allow dump room? No, I think I don't need dump room. Like dump room is it's just showing all the stuff, but I think dump room will come at a later point. Right, that's like the reading the room. I was like, gosh, this code's gnarly, but that is because it's not really my code. Well, like I so we'll allow that, and maybe we will also allow that. Actually, no, not right room. Right file. So we don't really have and we'll also have that. Um, and so I guess we need std bool and maybe we need the array. Yeah. Um, std def. Yeah, so include std def dot h. We also need stdio. And did I say another one? Std bool. Does this thing kind of compile? This doesn't compile. Right, so it's because we don't know about EU8. Is that not std? Std, sorry. So maybe we don't need std there. Yeah, so the width tiles, that's something just come into here. And I guess also array was also needed here, which not bad. Alright, so I'm just gonna only ask once. Cool. I wanted to go up here and do that and see if it powers. Oh yeah, that was quite jarring. Like I want to not be in this webcast. Did we just close it? Where's our spider? It's just in 0. Cool. I thought they were separate things. They probably could be. All right, where am I now? I want to go there. And now I want to be back. Right, so our does that mean our edited, so it's like not there. Yeah, it should be there, right? Editor. Let's see. So it is asserting in 271. So we build it and it should just be there. Does this give like a P error? PL open. Success is the error code. And it's interesting that it's, yeah, I suppose it's getting to that point. I hate how things like break that are like in tangential. Um, like what have we changed in editor? We've included room.ah, and we doing that assert. Um, right, I guess in here we room. I'll comment that out. Same to you and same to you. You should be the same. And cool. So there's likely something in this one. We've got a leak somewhere. We've got a leak just somewhere. Uh, was this where? Maybe let's go up here so we can kind of see when we're it. So it can reload that. And then it can't. But it doesn't fail in this assertion. All right. What if we just do this and like maybe find back there and find that and do that instead? Will this work? All right, bizarre. We are not allowed to read rooms. I wonder if I'm doing this in a weird way. Um, did we? Yeah. So I guess I am. It's interesting that it compiled. So I think my hypothesis is that because it's doing read rooms, uh, it's not actually read rooms. It's not actually including this function in the code, which means that this translation unit on C term is not kind of being included. And I think this is kind of being seen that we are only touching the editor.c. So maybe I want to just edit this. Um, or like, do I just have to include This is kind of why I wanted it to be a like header only library. Screw it. What I'll do, I don't really care about the make files. The make files is, I don't know what I did there. Hopefully nothing bad. Make files was kind of just so the C do it. So we do like a command. So I think we just need to include room.c in there. Just hard code that in, and then this should work. Cool. And theoretically, this has loaded all the rooms in the setup. Not the setup, the read rooms. And I think you know where the leak is. Yeah, so there's a leak there, and can we see it? There's a leak, and the leak is in this. It was like reallocated in the read room, so it's basically memory that has been made in room.c is no longer valid because when you load the new module, like the memory addresses get kind of whacked. And so far, it's been all right for me because my state, game state, has only had like static elements and is that the right term for it? They're not on the heap. But this room file, it does have some stuff on the heap. So I think when we do the refresh, we need to like where do we even do this? So in the loop main, it's if we return from this. So I guess this is here. So when we do this, we're rebuilding, and at this point here, I think we need to clean state. Is that what I want to do? Maybe yeah, clean slate heap. I think that's probably all right, and maybe that can be close to this, and avoid clean state heap. And what this is going to do is, I guess it's going to do free room file. Free room file. That is what we want to do, and it takes a pointer to that I assume. How do we get to this? Because it's my file. It's interesting. It took me to the definition. Well, maybe that's what I wanted. But yeah, it just takes the pointer to the room file, and it doesn't do anything to the pointer. It just takes it as a pointer. I mean, it's kind of cheaper than copying around by value, which does kind of make sense because the room file has basically the definitions of all the rooms in the entire game, and there's 60 or so, I think. Cool. Right. So this should hopefully fix the memory leak. So if we quit now, we've still got a memory leak. All right. Is that like just out of our hands? Because we did a refresh state, and it's all right. So it's in read room 235, and also 204. Room.c 235 is that what I saw? Of course. Uh, 204 and 235. 235 and 2. We want to do that. 204. So it's also in this read next. So this read next, what does it do? It does an array add. And where we do that, that's like an array.h. No. I mean, like, I was thinking if like re-alec. Um, Doesn't really say. Re-alec returns null. That's all right. Yeah, so if they fail, the original block is left untouched. It's kind of interesting that it says like it returns null on there and then doesn't mention null at all in the rest of it. But I'm guessing that if the functions fail, it means that it's returning null because that's kind of what happens normally. But I mean, that's kind of just assuming that I've just run out of memory, but I've got a chunk of memory. I think I can kind of spare a few kilobytes. But yeah, that's all that does. But yeah, so this array free probably never gets called on temp compressed. Free room. So it should be bringing it when it does the free room. So I guess that's because in editor, let's see, in end is it? We should also do a clean slate heap, and they'll just it knows what to do with that information. And we don't know about that. That's because it's down here. Maybe bring it here. Right, and now we shouldn't get a leak. I mean, I didn't let it run. I can't see what I'm typing. It's a cool. So no leak at all. And if we write the file and make it test, like it's reloading the file, start it twice. There's still no leak, so that means that we're cleaning the slate every time. It's kind of just an annoyance that the well, like it kind of makes sense. Like the virtual memory of one is no longer there, and you just have what is on the stack, so to speak. No, you do kind of pass it that memory address. I guess like the pointers might. I don't know. I feel like uh, if we didn't do this and only did this in setup, I guess. So it's still fine. We'll file the editor and that's all right. But no, I wanted to test whether a reload would work. And all right, so maybe I don't need to do that. Clean slate heap, and maybe this can just be in there and be a bit more explicit about what it thinks the memory is. Cool. Now that we've got the memory, what do we want to do with it? So, not the memory. That we've got all the rooms. We could draw it. That would probably be good. So I guess like we kind of want to know what level we are on, and maybe we'll just start on level 1. But then when we redraw the source code, do we always want to start on level 1, or do we just want to? I mean, that's like one thing that like, do you want a redraw to reset the actual state of where you are? Because you can do it a different way, and you could do this in here, and that way, in fact, now it's reloaded. And we can test that by changing that guy to that, and it's reloaded, but it's reloaded in the same position. And like I think maybe that is the way I want it to be from now. And this refresh state, I don't know, it's just getting the stream dimensions. Have we done that? Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, we haven't done any signals, so I guess this refresh state, we kind of need to kind of handle that. I think I'm getting away from myself, and I think it will be the most coolest if we can just draw some state. So I guess like if we do this, I don't know, we can like overwrite things. So I guess we want to like I guess this is the point that we want to like kind of make sure things are always in the right aspect ratio, because like this thing isn't going to display my map, but like maybe I want it blowing up, but I think I just want to make sure that people are in the right screen resolution, and I think because of that I do actually want to do some signals. So in the setup, we can do a signal for sig_winch for window change. That is what that is. And how do we do signals again? We just pass it the sig handler after that, and this gives us a return code. Just gives us the old sig handler. Interesting. I can see uses for that. So I'll just call this resize. And this needs a signal.h. And what is resize going to do? I think. So the thing is, in a signal, you want to make it snappy. You don't want to have it going and dilly-dathering about and doing things. So all it's really going to do, does it have to have an int? I think it has to return an int. No, it just takes an int. What is the int? Yeah, what is this argument that it passes to the signal? Doesn't really explain. I have a feeling. I've never really thought about that. Maybe I haven't seen what it does, but anyhow, did we not make that? We didn't make it. We didn't quite say what it was. So it was the void, and it will be resized and arg. I kind of want to know what the arg is, so I might just print if the arg and maybe just do an exit one. Just for now. So I think now. No, because it needs to get reset up. Interesting that that did it. So that is kind of why I did that there. I'm just going to call it that. So I guess that's an else. Yeah, cool. I kind of want to. Do I? I don't know. 1 8. Just return, buddy. You might complain. Have I through what I was typing? Cool. So it's doing a thing, and now it has. It does give 28, and is reset. Is signals minus L? Is it minus L? How do we get what the signals are? Signal 7. Winch. Like it might just be that. So I guess what I might do is in that exit, we can probably say, is this equal to sig winch? Because that's my hypothesis, I guess. And it was a make, yeah. I can't really see much. Right, so it was equal to sig winch. So we can probably redraw, take out that, and is that. So this is good, fine. But in sig winch, did we actually do something? Yeah, so here we can probably do like an insert, I don't know. R equals sig winch. Like it should just be sig winch. Things calling this resize. Potentially, I should call this like maybe even sig winch handler, and that's what it is. Sig winch handler. And what is it going to do? It's just going to do state. Well, it's if state's not equal to null, like it might be, like it shouldn't, because the signal gets made after state is a thing, and then state just is always a thing. But it's good to be certain. So here we can go state and gosh, what do I want to do? Resized equal true. And that's all it does. And so in here, we want to perhaps add to this if state resized, we can get stream dimensions and do that, and then state resized equals false. I've looked at this before because like you're modifying a state, but the only place that resized gets set is in the handler, and the only time, well, and here, but it will only happen after, and if it gets overridden to true again, then I'll just do it again. But in the handler, you don't you want it to be snappy. You don't really want it to be sitting around working out where to do things. So that does that. And in the screen dimensions, I think I want to do if state screen dimensions dot x is less than and maybe I'll look in room.h just to see what I called it, width tiles and height tiles. And so this would be width tiles. If this is less than width tiles, perhaps equal, I'm not too sure, I'll figure that out. Or state screen and dimensions dot y is less than height tiles, then we probably want to do a thing. And I think for now, I mentioned at the start I might be doing a state machine, but I haven't done that yet. But I might do that in redraw. And for now, this will be that. But yeah, this will do some things and do a flush and return. So this will probably do a just display an error. So it's cleared the screen, and if we want to say, we kind of want to go to, I like a nice centered thing. So if we go to state screen dimensions.x divided by 2, maybe we'll have a message. And the message is required screen dimension is, and maybe I will do an AS printf into message. And so this will equal to null, and then if this is and then we need to do state no, that's a lie. It is width tiles and height tiles. And if this is less than equal to 0, I think less than 0 is probably suffice. I can't recall the return code. Yeah, just number of bytes. So I think it just needs to maybe assert that is greater than or equal to 0. I've got memory. I have memory. So we want to go to a point where we can print this message. So we're in the middle at the moment. So say there, and then the width of this message, I mean, it's hopefully, we can even do something like this, which theoretically that is centered. And so we want to get here, and we want to get the length of this, then halve it, and then go back that much, so we're about here. And then we can print the whole string. So that is what we'll do. SDR len of message divided by 2. And then we also want to center it vertically. So once we do that, we can then just go, I guess, printf, and it's a string and message, and we can probably just call that a go, and like maybe they'll even do it. A legal instruction. Right, so it wasn't even making at the time. Slides T, alright. Let's wait, what? That was in go to. What is the argument 3, which is the X? Why is this, gosh, why is it size T? That is just size T. Alright, I'll just call it append. How pedantic of it. Right, so state doesn't have a all resized. And when we make it, I believe we do a calc. So it will be 0 initialized. It's just how it goes. So because we've like added to it, I wonder if it's got a value, but Um, yeah, getting some things. So is that because it was all right? So if we go reset, let's go reset. Um, so if we have enough screen size to do that, we can do that. How much is 22? Golly, it's quite a bit. But where can we do like a? I kind of want to do something over here and like is there like a cycle round? Yeah, I mean I can just do something here. So we want to go to source personal Spidey editor, and if we got a dot out editor, that is enough space for it. And we can knock it back. Cool. And then maybe make a one down here and do that. And it was kind of interesting that it sometimes crashes, and I just need to check things. Oh yeah, I do have to go. But yeah, I hope to come back to this. Because I mean we've got the groundwork. So I guess this is the groundwork. The room data is here, but yeah, that's just how it is. If you've enjoyed this, please let me know. This is kind of fun to me, but it's also kind of nice hearing what other people think. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah.